Hi, I'm Monica Shah, and this is the Make More Money series. First, I want to say to all of you a warm and heartfelt Happy New Year. Happy, happy, happy New Year. I cannot believe that we're already in a new decade, and I love the energy of the new year. Starting fresh, creating new things, being able to really make your resolutions, your new habits. It always brings such momentum. Now, today of all days, I think one of the things that we always wonder is, how do we make the plan? And so in this video, I'm going to show you a fun exercise that you can use to start to make your plan and your intentions for next year without making it too serious and without making it structured. And this little fun activity will make your start of your new year so much more fun. So, given that it's still early in the year, and for many of us, you're still hanging out with family, maybe you're recovering from some New Year's festivities, maybe you're just recovering from Christmas. And so I wanted to give you something that I do at this time of year to ease in. I often do this either on New Year's Eve or I do this on New Year's Day to ease into my planning process. Something that's fun and light that helps you connect to your higher power and helps you connect to your higher wisdom without making you get all in your head about what am I going to do and what are the numbers going to be. We're going to be talking a lot about really structured planning in January, so stay tuned. Make sure that you're listening and watching the upcoming videos. Make sure that you come back to our Revenue Breakthrough Facebook group, because I'm going to give you a lot on how to make sure that this year is your best year yet. But for now, we're going to keep it light, we're going to keep it fun, and we're going to keep this video super short. So one of the things that I like to do is many of you know that I'm a huge tarot card fan. I'm also a huge oracle card fan. Now, if you don't know what tarot or oracle cards are, this is an example of one. This is the Goddess deck, and what it is a deck of cards. You open it up, and there's a guidebook in the deck, and then there's cards, and you can pull out the cards, right? So typically with an oracle deck, you're going to take the deck of cards and you're going to spread them out in this fashion, like this, on a table or whatnot. And then you would maybe ask a question like, what do I need to know for this week? Or what's the most important thing for me to remember this week? And you would pick a card. And now this particular card that I picked is Artemis, and she is the guardian. And she says, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. And I'll show you the picture of Artemis. So it's a lovely deck, the Goddess deck. Now, there's lots of different kinds of oracle card decks. And what I like to do as like a fun New Year's activity is set out like a pad of paper and number it 1 through 12, and then go ahead and for each month of the year, you're gonna pick a card. So from the Goddess deck, you would pick a Goddess card for each month of the year. So the way you would do it is you would lay your deck out just like I just showed you. You would intend you would ask the question in your head or out loud, what is the most important thing that I need to remember so that I can be the most successful in January? And you can close your eyes when you do it, right? What is the most important thing that I need to remember so that I can be the most successful in January? That's one question. Another example of a question is, what is my highest form of guidance to guide me in January? Or what is the advice that is most important for me to remember in January? So any of those questions or anything that you devise yourself, you want to ask about January and pull a card for January, and then go ahead and write down that card, and then you can look in the book that goes with that deck and get some more information for that card. And then do the same thing for every month of the year, and then keep that somewhere handy. And what I love to do is, as I'm starting each month of the year, sometime in the first week of the month, I like to go back and look at my card pull for the new year and just look at what advice, is there in store for me. for this particular month? What do I want to remember for this particular month? And remember, this isn't predictive. This isn't like, oh my gosh, just because you picked the water goddess, you're going to suddenly go to the ocean. It's not like that. It's more of a general, subtle piece of advice for you to remember that, you know, may directly pertain to something that's happening that month, or it may just be a subtle reminder that is indirectly related to the things that are coming up that month. And it's just fun. It's a fun way for you to set your intentions for the year. And if you want to make the ritual even more sacred, you could create a circle. So you could create a circle of stones or a circle of salt just to create the sacred space. Then you could enter the circle, say a prayer of intention of what you want for your entire year. So you could say that out loud, or you could read it. You could read your goals for the year, put that in place, and then you could do your card pull. And then at the end of your card pull, you could say your intentions for the year again, and then close the circle. Now, some of you may think, oh my gosh, you know, I don't want the goddess deck, I want another deck. So I wanted to give you some other examples of oracle decks. You can order these oracle decks on Amazon. There's a ton of them there. They're super fun. And there's one for every type of personality. So I'll just give you a couple more. This one is the Archangel deck. Now, and I'm gonna just put this a little bit closer so you can see it, Archangel Oracle cards. Now, the reason that I picked two decks like the Goddess deck and the Archangel Oracle deck is for this particular activity, you're looking for sort of an influence, like a major influence for during that month. So I find something like a Goddess or an Archangel is a general influence that you could look at or think about during a month. Now, my favorite all-time oracle deck, and if you've been on my newsletter or been watching me for a while, you know this one already, it's the Rumi Oracle. Now, you don't have to love Rumi to love this oracle deck. One of the reasons I love it is because it's a really unique deck. For every card that you pick, there's like 4 pages of copy in the book around it. So I find with the Rumi deck, it's almost like a spiritual sermon every time you pull a card. And I find it to just be really enlightening and really deep. For some people, you're gonna love it. And for other people, it's just gonna be way too overwhelming. So decide based on your own personality which deck would be the best fit for you, and have fun. Have fun with your oracle card pulling for the new year, and know that we're going to be coming up with other videos that give you planning exercises and structures to make sure this year is amazing, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and leave me a comment with any ahas or questions that you have. Also, if you know anyone who would benefit from this video, please share it so that we can continue to change the money conversation on the planet together. And finally, please check out the video description because there's a link there for a free resource that is going to take this learning even further. Thank you so much, and I so appreciate you.